Hello and welcome back to the podcast, the 70 times 7 podcast. Thank you so much for clicking on and watching. Today, the day of our recording, not necessarily the day we are posting, but we're recording on April 8th, just this past Wednesday. But today is your birthday, number 51. So happy
51
birthday.
Years old. Yes,
so we
sir.
are recording on your birthday, and we got some, last night we were with the family and we celebrated and all that with kind of just like gifts and cake. And then tonight, I think we're going to go out for like a
Birthday
family dinner. So, and it's my final dinner because then tomorrow, so Thursday, my last supper, because tomorrow, so being Thursday, I am getting some oral surgery, so I'm getting like 7 teeth removed, and they're removing something else that they found, like a cyst and all this stuff, right? So I'm going to be down and out for about a week or so, but, you can't eat anything, soft stuffs like puddings, yogurts, and
Until
stuff
it heals,
like that. So, so last night, or tonight, I'll make sure I eat good tonight, get the steak or the pasta and the chicken and bring home some of that cannoli cake.
Marron. I mean, that is so good.
Yeah, we like going to Carrabba's. Yes. Carrabba's is a pretty good spot.
If you've never been to Carrabba's, go to Carrabba's.
Mm-hmm. It's a chain, but it's still, though, I would say it's a step above like Olive Garden, right? Like when you kind of think of different Italian places or chains, Carrabba's, I would say, is like the next step above. I would say has a similar feel, to restaurants like, like a Longhorn Steakhouse. I don't know, like a little. I would say even it's a little more put together than that. I would even say a little nicer. But
so when you look at like Italian food, especially for those who like Italian food or steaks, pastas, that's kind of their specialty.
Yeah.
But I would say it's definitely above Olive Garden.
Yeah.
And then I think the next level would be, like privately owned places.
Yeah.
I think this is
right below.
It's right below
right
like
there.
a private owned like Italian restaurant. It is really good.
Yeah.
And if you ever go to Carrabba's, get the cannoli cake.
Yeah,
the cannoli cake is like smack your mama.
Yeah.
Like good. And so anyway, man, thank you guys so much for watching today. Welcome to 70 times 7. This is Danny and DJ. Listen. We are so excited today because we're going to have fun on my birthday.
Yep.
On my 51st birthday, we are recording and April 8th, and you're going to see this. It's going to drop Friday at 4 o'clock as always, but we got some questions that we're going to ask one another, and we got these boards, and we're going to write down our answers to see if we can...
Yeah, who knows who better, right?
Find out who knows who better, all right? So... come along with us on this journey. And in this journey, not only is this a fun game for us, but you'll get to know us a little bit better and a little bit more personally through this game. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like this and I want you to subscribe and share this. And I think it's going to be fun. Yep. So let's
think of subscribing or sharing or commenting as a nice little birthday gift for him.
Hey,
there you go. He doesn't need much, but
no gifts.
A subscription would be great.
No gifts.
All right, and up for grabs for this little game. We'll keep some score. We got a little cupcake,
little cupcake with sprinkles,
chocolate cake with some vanilla icing. I'll put that right there. But let's see, make it nice and sound.
I only had a granola bar this morning because I'm trying to save my appetite for tonight for a big dinner.
All right.
So here we go.
All right. So we'll just kind of alternate. We have 20 questions. So 10 will be for you. 10 will be for me. We can start with myself. We'll start with me.
Yes.
So you are going to try to answer, what is my favorite food?
What is your favorite food?
Yeah, so not necessarily like, don't think of a restaurant specific. So like not cannoli cake, that's very specific. But my favorite food, so something like burgers, wings, pizza, stuff like that.
All right. I got it.
Favorite food.
Got it.
Sometimes it's harder when you're the one that you have to provide the answer.
And only one thing.
Yeah, just one thing.
So I think there's several things that you like.
There's a lot of things,
but I'm just gonna go for it.
All right. You know what? I might have to change my answer real quick. Because I'm trying to think, like, if I... Yeah, all right.
Now, you're trying to think how I think, right?
No, you're trying to think my answer. This is my answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Like this is so you have to know me. All right.
All right, here we go.
Favorite food, if I had to pick just a food, just that I love it, I like it.
Yeah.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, steak is very good. I said wings. I love like some good wings, all the different sauces. And
So I put steak.
Yep, I do love steak.
DJ likes steak. He likes chicken. He loves chicken wings.
All meat, pretty much. Now, the answer I had on before was pizza. So, like, I wrote down pizza. But
that
then,
was my first.
Yeah, I did write down pizza. Pizza's definitely up there. But wings, I was just thinking, like, what could I just eat, like 20, like you just say I could just eat like 30 wings, just keep going all, hot, spicy, barbecue, garlic, parmesan, all that stuff. So
no points.
No points. No. Right. Okay, so now I'm going to try and answer it for you. So the question is, what is your favorite song that you're listening to right now? So like right now, what is hot? If you pulled up a song just to listen to, what is it right now? What is your go-to song at this moment? I have a guess.
All right, you ready?
All right, I think I'm right.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1. Ooh, so here, show the camera a little more. If you go up a little bit, that glare. There you go. I'm Free by Lizzie Morgan. I said So Be It. That was the song that the church sang on.
Yeah, we did sing. I like that.
Yeah, and actually, you sang that one on, like we sung I'm Free on Easter too. So
there's a lot.
I knew it was an Easter song. I just didn't.
I'm Free by Lizzie Morgan.
Yeah.
I would say that there's a lot of really good songs right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, people have been cranking out some albums and stuff like that. So, all right. So far, no points. So
hey.
we're learning stuff about each other today. All right. So this is now for me. So you're answering for me. What is my favorite Bible verse? When I preach or teach, I actually reference this a lot when I'm speaking.
This is a hard one.
I say it like a lot. I probably say it almost 50% of the time when I preach or speak in some sort, Monday night, or sometimes I say it's my favorite, or sometimes I just reference it. Sometimes I just say it in passing or while I'm praying, or something I say a lot.
There's a verse that you said Monday that stuck out to me.
Okay. I did say it actually on Monday.
Yeah,
I did say it.
Stuck out.
I said a lot of verses, but
I thought to myself, the reason why it stuck out is because I use this verse a lot.
Okay.
And so it stuck out to me because I'm like, can that be that? Okay, so.
Even if you get a few of the words, I have the reference written down.
Yeah.
But. He's writing the whole verse, it seems like. All right. Let's see. Yep.
All right. Let's see.
All right. 3, 2, 1. No, that's a good guess. Matthew 6:33. This is seek first the kingdom and his righteousness, and he will give you everything you need. I did say both on Monday night, but
seek first the kingdom of God. That's a good one.
Because I would say I like this because for me, it's a very good, like, I can live my life based off of this. Yeah. Like I can apply it, so, this is what I always kind of preach to myself and, to other people around me. You seek him first and, he'll give you everything you need, So that is my favorite verse, Matthew 6:33. All right. This one is now about you.
We're not doing good.
I know we're not doing too good, but now we're going to know these things about each other.
That's right.
All right.
And things change too.
That is true. Yeah. So what is your go-to fast food place? So fast food is, you got to drive through to get it, So I wouldn't count.
This is right now.
So like technically, like I wouldn't say Subway is fast food, right? Because you can't really drive through. But any place with a drive through, I'll count. So
right
for
now,
you,
this has become.
Oh, you know what?
This has become lately the go-to, and hopefully you'll get 1 point. Right.
I think this is it. I think I got it.
This has been my go-to lately. It never was.
Yeah.
It never was really until I'd say like the last, I don't know, like 3 months or something like that,
I think I got it. I think this is right.
Because there's a young adult in our church who,
I got it.
who
I got it right.
It was his go-to, and I'm like, I haven't been there in a long time.
Yeah.
Then I started going, and it now has become like a go-to recently.
Taco Bell.
Taco
Got it.
Bell.
We secured a point, ladies and gentlemen.
Right now in Taco Bell, they have the $7 box. And I've been
go-to right there.
I've been eating that $7 box.
Yeah.
It's just fast.
And it's right down the street from our church.
Yeah, it's literally right down the street from our church. So
okay.
Actually, we have a lot of. We live in a hub. We live in York, PA, and we're like right in the middle. Our church, where the church is located, it's right off 83 and Route 30. So right, like
stuff.
literally down the road. Literally, there's like 6 different.
We got Chick-fil-A, Subway, McDonald's, Wendy's, Popeyes, Taco Bell,
Hardee's. What's the new chicken
Chipotle?
place?
Popeyes.
Chinese place, Domino's. Like
we got
everything is like literally right down the road. So anyway.
All right. So right now I got 1 point. All right.
So we'll put DJ 1 point.
Yeah. All right. So this is now you're answering for me. I have to think about this one too. What is something that would make me laugh? What is something? I'm trying to think what kind of answer this is. This could be like. I don't know how. I have like. Yeah, this one might be hard, but we'll be a little more gracious with this answer because as long as you have a general close, because there's obviously a lot of things that can make someone laugh, but I'm gonna think of like a setting or like here. So I got okay. So I actually got a good one now.
So generally, like when we get together, like as a family, we sometimes will get into like story time and we just share stories about memories and whatever. And a lot of times stories of a particular person come up and it always makes us laugh, someone in the family.
Okay, so we might be close.
But anyway, here it is.
Yeah, I said. Yep.
Stories about Boo.
He's gonna love this. Yep.
And the funny thing is Boo's like, because sometimes Boo will watch 70 times 7.
He's like, stop talking about
why do you always talk about me?
He'll be on one day.
One of these days we'll have to bring on Boo.
Yep. So, all right, so you tied it up.
Boo is
1-1.
DJ's brother and another one of my sons. Okay.
Yep. So 1-1, tied up. We're catching up.
Here
we're
we
doing
go.
Good. All right. So now this is about you. What is your favorite hobby or something you do in your free time? I feel like I'm on the money with this one as well.
All right. Whenever I have free time, I try to do this. And I try to do this at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Yep. I said lift weights. Yep.
Yeah.
Go to the gym.
Go to the
All
gym.
right. That's a point right there.
Yeah. So DJ gets a point?
Yeah, I got a point.
All right. So who got a point for Boo?
You. So like I have
So now
2
it's 2-2.
points. No. I have 2 points. You have 1. So I got the fast food place. You got the making me laugh one. And then I just got the free time. So 2-1. All right. Next, so this one is for you. What is the first thing you can think of that you would consider something that you're just not good at? So maybe a weakness and it could be anything. I have one that like comes to mind. I feel like that's like
Now this is about me.
This is
what's
you.
one of my weaknesses?
Yeah. So like what's something you're like, yeah, I'm not good at that. So there's a lot of different levels, but I'm thinking. Well, I'm saying like different levels, but I'm thinking pretty like surface. I'm not thinking anything like deep or anything. I'm just thinking something very general, very.
Is this something you're good at?
Could be. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't want to cheat or say any more, but.
I'm trying to just think the way you think.
Okay. Ooh, no! I said cardio, so I was just thinking general. You don't like cardio, so like
no,
you always
I don't
tell
like
your
doing cardio.
Like anytime we talk about working out, lifting weight, you're like, I hate. I wrote
down basketball.
Okay, no, I wouldn't count it for myself, so I don't get a point for that. But okay, so right now it's still 2-2.
DJ 2-2.
Right? Yeah, because you got. Or let me see. Wait. Oh no, you didn't.
The last I heard, you had 2. I had 1.
Oh, you know what? It's fine. But technically, that question we just did was supposed to be for me, but we did it for you.
Okay.
So that's fine. But it's still 2-1.
Okay.
So this question is going to be about me. So I'm writing down what I think for myself. So what is my favorite movie or TV show? We'll just say what's my personal favorite. So let's say, I don't know, I feel like it's broad. We can say favorite movie. Okay. We'll say favorite movie. Obviously it doesn't have to be very specific, but I have a pretty broad or general movie. And we'll go from there. Let me think. Okay.
This is
Once again, we'll be pretty gracious because I feel like a specific title that's kind of hard, but if you get at least a general area. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh yes, Spider-Man. All right. Yeah.
I just put Marvel because you just didn't like Marvels.
So pretty much any of the Spider-Mans, most specifically the No Way Home.
I think that was kind of like, I don't know if this is true for you, but kind of like the introduction to Marvel.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I remember as a kid, it was like a big deal. I was allowed to start watching the third old school, like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Yeah. So that was the one with like Venom and Sandman, and
that was great.
I kind of remember at some point I wasn't able to watch it, like I wasn't allowed by you guys, but then there was a point where I was allowed. Like I can't remember that, and I remember watching that one.
That was great.
Yeah. So
you fell in love with the redhead.
Who?
Spider-Man, right?
Yeah,
he hanging upside down and kissed her.
So I think that's MJ. Yeah.
That was a great. That was a great
good one. So
all right, so I got
now you
2.
got right. Yep. So now it's 2-2. So now this question is for you. So, and then I have to guess for you. So, what is a fear that you have? So you think of So think of like the typicals, right? So like snakes, spiders, heights. Mm-hmm. Whatever, something like that. So something I actually don't know. Like I'd have to guess.
I mean, if I say something, I think it'll give it away to you. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But it was definitely an experience that me and you had together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was kind of leaning this way. Okay. All right. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. So I said heights. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, what roof were we?
So like the old house. Do you remember the old house? And you were holding the ladder for me. I went up on the roof, but I couldn't get down. I froze.
I don't know if I remember that.
You were young. You were holding the ladder for me.
Yeah.
And this was in our old house, and I went on the roof, and I went up to the top of the peak.
Yeah.
And it was a summer day, And then I think like an ice cream truck came by or something like that. Mm-hmm. And you ran away to ask mommy if you could have some money for the ice cream truck. So the guy that was supposed to be watching me and holding the ladder.
Oh, boy.
And then all of a sudden the kids across the street,
Yeah.
they wanted to play football. So then they came over in the backyard and you guys were throwing around the football. But I was on the roof and I like froze. Like going up was easy.
Yeah.
But for some reason, coming down was, I like froze coming down.
Now, is that where you got your sermon, the Who Holds Your Ladder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, funny. So we both got points, right?
Well, so I got a point for that question. Okay, so right now it's 3-2.
Right.
Right now it's 3-2.
There we go.
All right, so now you have the chance to get a point for answering this about me. What is my dream vacation spot? So if I could choose anywhere, this is, let's see. Okay.
I don't know if this would be like under dream.
Yeah.
But I know I know you enjoyed this.
Okay. So he said Florida. I said like Fiji, but kind of any tropical beach, like anywhere that's like with the white sand. So I'll give it to you. Yeah.
So they went to Destiny. He went to Destiny, Florida on his honey.
Yeah, without the Y.
Oh,
yeah,
Destin.
Yeah,
he went to Destin, Florida on his honeymoon.
Yes. Yeah. And that was nice. That was the closest I got to, the white sands. It was really pretty down there. But, but then, trying other white beach places, the clear waters, all that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So 3-3. Next question is, I got to scroll to it. Let me see. All right. So this is for you, so I can get a point. What is an accomplishment that you are most proud of, that you've accomplished? Something in your life.
I have a couple.
So you got to pick one.
I have a couple, so I have to think of which one would you say?
Well, no. You just pick like what you would say, and I have to try to guess what you would say.
I know. What is something I'm most proud of?
There's like 2 routes that I'm thinking, but I don't know. Did you write down your answer
No.
yet?
There's 2 that I'm thinking of. And that would be interesting to see if the 2 are the same. So
I'll highlight. So I'll do an answer, which will be my main answer, but then I'll write like kind of on the bottom what I kind of also thought. So let's say. Okay. I have my guess. Yeah,
so I put a star next to the answer, but I wrote
the main
the 2.
one. Okay.
I wrote the 2.
All right, so I'll put a star, I guess, next to my main one.
Oh, you wrote both 2?
Yeah, I wrote 2 just to see. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh! So wait, yeah.
That's the same thing.
We got it. Yeah.
The same 2.
So he said I said being a father, and then like the one I was kind of thinking was like being a senior pastor.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we got both exactly right.
That's pretty good. Wow, that's pretty good by me, I gotta say. All right, well that's still 1 point. 1 point. Wow, yeah. I nailed that one.
So I wrote my children as being the thing I'm most proud of, and then the second thing is being a pastor at Redemption for 26 years.
Yeah.
I never thought, honestly, that I would be here this long.
Yeah, well, the stats are like any pastor, just not even senior, but like any type of pastor, the max they say is it's like 2 to 3 is the average, while like the high end they say is like 7 years. That's like a high end.
For like a senior pastor is usually like 6, 7.
Yeah, so that's what I think. Associate is like 2 to 3, senior is like 7. Yeah. So
I never thought because I started out in 2000 as the youth pastor, and I never thought, and then I became the senior pastor in 2010,
Yeah.
And I never thought that I would still be in York, PA. For those who don't know me, originally from New York City, Queens, New York, and moved here for ministry and never left.
Yeah.
And but I never thought that I would still be in York, PA, all these years later.
Yeah.
And at the same church.
Yeah.
And
So
anyway,
we're on a good roll. So right now I think I have 4 points and you have 3, I think, because I just got a point for that.
All right.
So now you can earn a point with this. Ooh. Okay. So so you're trying to answer for me.
Mm-hmm.
What is one thing God has taught me recently? So I would focus it on maybe like what is a topic or what is a focus, like maybe that's maybe an easier, or like what is something that I've maybe have focused on recently, or something that I've like been passionate about or something. This one's kind of hard because I don't think I would have voiced this, but I know an answer, but I don't know. So you can try, but because all right. We kind of talked about it though. I'll say that. That's my hint. Me and you, we kind of talked about it, but I might have not expressed of like, wow, this was like really like.
When did we talk about it?
No, we talked about it like recent. So I would say like within the last week.
I mean, I feel like it could be anything.
All right. Yeah, once again, because you think, sometimes you don't necessarily like, I don't know how to say it. Like, sometimes there's never things that's like, I never heard it before. Like, I've known this, I've heard it, but I feel like God in the last week is like, whoa, like it just like kind of refreshed in my mind and thought about it differently. But. Do you have an answer?
I have a lot of them.
Oh, we got to pick one.
So I put down 3.
Okay.
But I put the star.
Okay. Next to what?
Next to the answer for the game's purpose.
All right.
But to see if any of these 3 would be good.
So 3, 2, 1. No, not quite. So 2 Corinthians 12. Remember we were talking about in the office about this past Monday.
God's timing, faith, and discipleship.
Yeah. So this past Monday when I was leading prayer, I didn't have it like prepped, but while I was praying, so Monday night prayer, I usually teach, and then like I give everyone prayer points.
Now I remember the conversation.
Yeah, so I give everyone prayer points, and then like we kind of pray based off of those prayer points. So the lesson really had nothing to do with this, but then like during the prayer points, I kind of felt like God wanted me to kind of like talk about this. And then just when you read 2 Corinthians 12, so this is like the famous passage about like Paul and the thorn in his flesh, all this kind of stuff. And that's a verse that is debated sometimes because some people will use that to say like God does give us bad things, to teach us a lesson. Yeah. So that's a very debated verse. But, I feel like this passage is less about the thorn, but more about what we can do despite what we have going on in our life, right? Like, I think too many people, when they read that, they focus in on the thorn, like, oh, I'm meant to have a thorn. I need a thorn. There should be a thorn. God gives me a thorn. Like, the thorn isn't really the focus, but Paul's whole focus is, look, yeah, I have something going on in my life. Like, I have a thorn. I have something happening. But... and then he makes these, statements, and then he actually, it's in red letters, like Jesus says, my power is at its best, like in weakness, so it's more focusing on this whole idea of like, we have strengths and we have things we're good at, which obviously, God will use those things in our life in a powerful way. But I think it's interesting though, that God says, but my power is at its best. So, right? So you think of your weakness, automatically we're just programmed to think, oh, like, it's nice, it's cute, but if I try to do something that I'm not good at, it probably won't turn out great. But Jesus, he says, I work best in your weakness. So it's like completely flipping that perspective upside down. So like if I think my weakness is public speaking, let's just say, right? If I go and do public speaking, I preach, I teach, whatever, the whole idea is, well, I know it's my weakness. So in order to do it and to do it well, I'm going to have to lean on God, right? I'm fully depending on God. And so it's that full dependency on God that gives God the space to have his power displayed in your life, And so it's one of those things, like I've heard it, but when it just got brought back to my attention on Monday night and really praying into it, and it did a good job, like, obviously God like orchestrated it, but like it really like kind of, it was a good,
the way we think.
Well, and it was a good compliment to what we were talking about Monday night, and so we were talking about like weakness in our faith, like things that we sometimes struggle with, in our faith, or, how to approach those weaknesses. And so, so that's what I would say was the most recent,
That's good.
So it's what came to my mind, but yeah, so all
good.
Right. So right now it's 4-3 still, 4-3. Okay. That's the goal. You should always, have something new on your mind, from your own personal, like devotional, and, just something fresh on your mind, something that you're, there's this family that me and Emily will go to their house for dinner. We've only been there a couple of times, but very nice family. We met them through like Emily's school. So Emily taught like a student, when she was a teacher, and the students' parents were very nice to us and invited us to like have dinner at their house and all this. And I love what they do because they'll invite like different families and stuff like that. So it's like a group of 10 people maybe. And we're all sitting down having dinner, and they always ask, they say, so like, what has God spoken to you through your devotionals this week? And I remember the first time being there, I remember thinking, I wonder how many people actually have read the Bible this week. Like did a devotional this week, or actually like study, you know what I mean? Because that's, like you think like, oh, that's easy. But I feel like,
Not everybody
we've
does,
talked about it before, a crazy percentage of people know the Bible. Like they barely spend as much time as they should. But I loved that's how they opened their conversation, because there is an expectation of like, if I believe the word is alive and it's, like every time, I should be visiting it every day, or, and then as I visit, I should be growing, I should be learning, or just refining and sharpening, So, but yeah, so that's that question. So now the next one is for you. What is something that drains you the most? So like just a task or a thing that you just really don't like to do. If you didn't have to do it, you wouldn't do it. I have one. Let's see.
So I was thinking like in a different direction.
Okay.
Like what drains me the most?
Mine is pretty surface level.
Yeah.
Mine's pretty surface level. I feel like this is a pretty good one. Are you ready? All right, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. So you're thinking like a little more serious. Okay, I said mowing or lawn work. Yeah, but
yeah. So it depends. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I like doing yard work. Sometimes I don't. I would dare to say more often I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I
and
have
like
to be
typically
in the mood
too,
for
I
it.
think afterwards, so like it wipes you out though too.
Yeah,
it's a long day, or
I wrote complainers.
Yeah.
This is something that really like drains my energy.
Yeah.
It like saps me.
That's a fair answer.
Complainers or negative people that are negative, and I remember when I was younger, I think I was able to deal with it more and deal with it better. But I feel like as I get older, I think one of the things that's changing in me is like my tolerance for certain things. I think is getting like less.
Yeah.
And so I think one of them is like just people that complain.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, being in a pastoral position, of course, I minister to anybody no matter what, obviously. But I think one of the things that really drains me is people that are complainers and just negative about everything. And so, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's still 4-3. So I have 4, you have 3. I didn't get that point. So this one, so you're trying to answer for me. What is a goal that I have for the future? I have one that comes to mind. This one's not. Yeah. Do you feel like you know?
Yeah.
What I would write right
Here
now?
we go.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Buy a house.
Buy a house.
That's what me and Em are trying to do right now. We're doing some house touring and, praying for the prices to be right, for rates to go down a little bit and, get our home to start a family in and all that. Right now we live in a nice little 2-bedroom apartment, which very thankful for. Love the apartment. But, obviously we want to own a home and stuff like that. So that's what we've been working towards. So, we're doing some side hustle. I got a second job to try to save up money, and she got a second job as well. And so, it's what we're trying to do right now. So definitely a big goal. So you got a point. So it's 4-4. Tied up. Wow. This cupcake could go to anyone.
That's right.
All right. So for you, I'm trying to answer for you. What is something you value most in relationships? What do you value? So just think of one word, All right. Ready?
I guess I'll put 2 words.
I have
It's the
one
same
word.
thing.
It's a little broad, but I can try to explain if it's close to what you have. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Honesty, trust.
Transparency.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honesty, transparency.
I won't give it to me, but because I feel like they're two different traits.
And
but
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, like being able to trust a person.
Sure.
Sure. And they trust you. You
And
trust
I don't
them.
know if that kind of goes with honesty.
A little bit, but because you don't trust someone if they're dishonest,
Right.
But just to keep it interesting, we'll keep it tied up at 4-4.
right.
Yeah, we'll keep it tied up.
Yeah, honesty
Yeah,
and
that's
trust
important.
is.
If you think your friend's lying to you all the time, that's not a good relationship. So that's not good.
Sometimes lying too is just withholding information.
Yeah, they don't tell you everything.
Yeah.
What they're feeling, or So we got 5 questions left. So
Let's go.
it's tied up 4-4. So this is for me. So you're trying to guess what I would say.
Right.
If I could instantly master one skill, what would it be? I have a good one, actually.
If you could instantly.
No practice, no learning, no class. One skill.
Okay.
All right.
Here
3,
we go.
2, 1. Oh, you said invent. I said piano.
Really?
I think if I could do something musical, I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, investing is a good one. Like being a master investor, that probably help with the house goal and stuff.
Because
like
we
that.
just talked about a little bit about that, about day trading last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of skills. There's a lot of skills I would do. Which I think anyone would.
Yeah.
Master
Piano's
basketball. Become NBA player.
Piano's a beautiful instrument.
Yeah, I feel like why I said piano was because I have my hand in a little bit of everything. Like I have my hand in investing. I have my, I'm not. It's like what's the saying? It's like like good.
Yeah,
I forget, like good at all, but master of none. Like, it's like I have my hand in a little bit of everything, but music is the one thing that I just have never been able to like get down on any level. So piano, I would say is the most like versatile instrument. So
Yeah, it's beautiful.
all right, so still 4-4. So for you, so when I say childhood memory, what's the first childhood memory that you think of for yourself? Like something that just sticks out from your childhood. So like a story, a memory, like a routine, something you did growing up. So I have one that I can just think of. Something that just reminds you of your peak childhood. Okay.
Let me see.
I feel like this is a pretty good one.
All right.
Alrighty. 3, 2, 1. Spend time with family. I said watching WWF with Grandpa.
That's a good
so
one.
that was one I thought of.
That was one of the ways that me and my dad connected was watching wrestling.
And you said spending time with family during the holidays.
Yeah.
So what do you remember?
So I was
about that?
I was an only child. So because I was an only child, one of my fond memories is during Thanksgiving and during Christmas, we would spend time with my cousins in Long Island. And Long Island and Queens, I felt like Long Island was paradise compared to like Queens.
Yeah.
Like Long Island would be kind of like, around here, like the neighborhoods around here, whatever. And I was, grew up in the city. So it was like a paradise going out to Long Island. So for the holidays, we would go out there and just hang out with family and cousins. And so that's one of my memorable childhood memories.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So still 4-4, tied up.
Yeah. But that's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So this one is for me. So you have to guess what I would say. Okay. So this is for you to get a point. How much money would I have to be paid to sit in a pit or a box of snakes and spiders for 5 minutes? So think of like Fear Factor. So, hey, I'll pay you this much. So like think of the minimum. Obviously you do it for $1 billion, but what would be the lowest amount that I'd be willing to accept to do that? So 5 minutes.
I guess it depends if you're scared of it or not, right?
I definitely don't like it. No, I wouldn't say I'm a spider and snake guy. No, I definitely, my bottom dollar to do this.
All right. For 5 minutes.
Bottom dollar, yeah.
All right.
All right, ready?
For 5 minutes.
3, 2, 1. 5. I'd say 10,000. 500.
100 a minute. 100
Yeah,
a minute.
I don't know. Like, if it's actually presented to me, maybe I'd take it. But what comes to my mind is
really
like 10,000. Well, because you think 5 minutes is long. 5 minutes is a long time that they could bite you or something like that.
Wow. So you definitely not going to go on Fear Factor.
I was thinking. Well, I would. You win like $250K. I would do it for that. And I was thinking, like, what's worth it for me? Like I was like, I'm trying to get a house. 10,000 goes to the down payment. A little bit.
Oh my.
All right. So still tied up, and we each have one question left. So this is going down to the wire.
So tiebreaker.
I'm trying to answer for you. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would that meal be? So I guess like just say, yeah, I guess like a normal meal. So, like if it's like, let's just say steak and potatoes or I don't know. a meal. So not necessarily one food item, but just what would be a go-to meal or something you could eat for the rest of your life. Every day if you had to.
All right.
I would say. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, chicken cutlets. And I said the steak and potatoes. Okay. I was close.
Oh,
Not quite.
No.
The chicken cutlet. Yep,
So my wife makes
famous
delicious chicken cutlets. That's a New York
Yes, those are very good.
thing.
I need to learn how to make that myself.
And we still do it. It's breaded chicken, basically. And then
Eggs,
fry it.
yeah. All right. So you could win right here.
Yay.
The birthday boy for all the marbles. Okay, so what is one thing I would spend money on without hesitation? Now, this is considering like the money I do have, right? So it's not like, oh, if money wasn't a thing.
Right.
So money is a thing, but what would I still buy though? Like even with my last...
You mean like an expensive thing?
I would say maybe just think of like a topic or like a thing or experience or an item, like something that like I'll never say no to like buying it. Like I'd always just like I would buy it without really worrying about it, hesitating about it.
So not necessarily expensive. It's just...
No, it doesn't have to be expensive, but yeah, I have one that like I rarely say no to buying this. Or yeah, buying.
All right, so I have two. But I'll put the star next to the...
I feel like Emily could attest to this one too a lot. Like I feel like, yeah, I think back. I think I've never said no to this. Probably. All right, ready?
So
3.
I probably got it wrong.
3, 2, 1. So food. Yeah. So I would have given you food, but so he said video games. So I said going out to eat. Like anytime. Like
so like food is video games was my top first choice, and then food was my second.
We ended in a tie, 4-4.
Dang.
Yeah, because for me, I'm number one. I'm blessed enough that I can I love Chick-fil-A. If someone asks me, "Hey DJ, you want to go out to?"
Well, we got to do a tiebreaker. So come up with another question.
But if someone asks hey, you want to go out to eat tomorrow night? Hey, you want to go out for wing? As long as I have the time, I rarely say no. I'll make it work. Even if the credit card is already I'll still I love going out to eat, love getting food. All right. What is another question? Let's see. Okay.
Well, actually, perfect example. That was tonight, right?
Yeah, I'll make it work.
We're gonna move things around.
Yeah.
Me and my wife were gonna go out to eat for my birthday tonight, and so then last night I said, "Hey, if you guys want to come, you could come." Mm-hmm. And DJ moved things around out of his schedule just so he could be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. All right. So, what if? For the tiebreaker, because that's be something we both can answer. So let's do. Let me think. Gotta think on the spot. I feel like it has to. What would be fun is we should try to. We should try to call in someone that we both know, and we have an answer for them. So, if we say, hey, what is mom's favorite place to go out to eat? And we both write down, and then she'll say her answer, and if one of us gets it right, then, we win. Want to try that?
Should it be Boo? Since we've been talking
Boo?
about Boo a lot?
We'll let Boo would appreciate this.
So, because we've been talking about Boo a lot, let's call
Boo. So, for him, let's say, what's his favorite place to eat? Where is Boo's favorite place to eat?
Okay.
Well, first we got to think of our answer before we call him. What is Boo's favorite place to eat? His favorite place. Now, see, Boo, he has like he has expensive taste. Like, I don't know, would his mind go straight to like a fast food place or like a restaurant?
I would say a restaurant.
Yeah, I feel like I have a guess.
Pretty much all on the same page here.
I think so, but I don't know. I feel like with him, he might say something different.
All right, so let's call him for the tiebreaker.
Okay. I might be wrong. I don't know. This is going to be hard. All right. Let's see, Boo. He says he wants to be on the podcast. This is his chance.
So you could.
We're live calling from the studio.
You got to put him on speaker.
Hey, how's it going?
You're on live.
You are on live.
70 times 7. Welcome.
Welcome to the 70 times 7 podcast. So me and Dad are doing a game.
Okay.
And it's like, who knows each other better. And so we finished the whole game and we're tied. So what we're doing is we came up with a question that we have to answer for you. So like you're going to give us the answer. Okay. So the question is, so don't say it yet, but the question is, where is your favorite place to go out to eat?
Okay.
So if you had to pick one spot, what would be your favorite place to go out
to
eat?
Break the tie.
Okay, and so me and Dad both have an answer. Actually, we don't know each other's answers.
Okay.
But go ahead and say your answer, where you like to go out to eat the most.
My favorite place to go out to eat is Longhorn.
What'd you say? Dad said Longhorn, and I said Fujihana. I tried Fujihana. Dad is the winner.
Go.
Wow. I was like, I don't know where you. Yeah, I knew because like you and Bianca like Fujihana, but
yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the podcast as a little guest. So, I'll catch you later. All right. I love you. Bye. I was trying to think because I feel like I felt like Longhorn was too simple for him. I thought I don't know, he wouldn't think of that right away, but yeah, I should have known. I said Fujihana because he likes going there a lot and stuff, and he likes the sushi and stuff, like with Bianca and all that. Well, that is the game. You are the winner.
Let's go.
It's only fitting. It's only fitting. You win the birthday cake, all right, or not the birthday cake, but the cupcake. So that is it for today. Once again, happy birthday!
Thank you so much,
guys. Thank you so much for watching today. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you learned something new about us, and that is all we got.
Please write in and let us know what you want us to talk about, and we would love to do that. And so, thank you again. We love you guys.